Internationally renowned and multi-award-winning worship artist Don Moen shares the heartbreaking story behind his hallmark song, God Will Make a Way. Sadly, his nephew Jeremy was killed in a car crash when his family was sideswiped by an 18-wheeler. In his book, God Will Make a Way, Don Moen shares the message behind the song that's touched countless lives and how something so painful turned into something so beautiful.
Well, Don is with us now, and it's great to have you. You're a dear friend and just love what you do.
Thank you.
You've got a new book out. It's called God Will Make a Way, Discovering His Hope in Your Story. And one of the things I've noticed is that you got the foreword by the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, I know. Manny and I met him years ago when he was just an up-and-coming boxer. And he didn't speak his English very well. But over the years, he really came into a strong faith. And he had a radio show called Faith for Today. And Manny asked me one time, would I sign a bunch of CDs that he could give away on his radio show? So I said, sure. And so we just had a friendship over the years, and he sponsored one of my concerts there in his hometown, General Santos City. And when I wrote this book, I thought, oh, it'd be great, because Manny has got a testimony of how God made a way for him. I thought it'd be great if he would consider writing the foreword. And I didn't want to take advantage of our friendship, but I texted him and I said, Manny, would you consider writing the foreword for this book? And he goes, for the glory of God, I will. And he did, and I was real honored.
You and I share a love for the Philippines.
Yeah.
I was there for 5 years.
Yeah.
Your first trip was in the 1990s, right?
Yes. Yeah. When I first, when we first arrived in the Philippines, God Will Make a Way had gotten there way before I did. The song did, and we were sitting on an airplane, and I remember saying to my a drummer who was sitting next to me, I said, somebody famous must be out here, because I see a lot of television cameras. I'm thinking it must be a senator or a governor on the plane. And then I started seeing my name. It was Don Moen coming. But before I ever did my first concert, the songs had gotten throughout the Philippines. And I mean, I have Filipino friends all over the world. They pray for me every day. And I am so grateful.
Well, your song, God Will Make a Way, became almost the national anthem during the Asian financial crisis, where the peso was devalued by half. A lot of businessmen, I know Richard from Cebu, he would sing that all day, every day, as he was trying to plot out which debt do I pay now, how do I resurrect my business, and he was saying, God will make a way. It doesn't seem possible. God will make a way. So what's the story behind the song? Because the story's the song is birthed out of tragedy.
Yeah, that's right. You know, when I received one of those late night calls, and my wife's sister and husband had been involved in a tragic car accident, my mother-in-law called me, and they had been 4 young boys on their way from Oklahoma to Colorado on a ski vacation, and their van was broadsided by an 18-wheeler in the middle of the Texas Panhandle. And when I heard the news, it's like all the scriptures that came to my mind fell short of what I really wanted to say to them. And I felt so helpless. I got on an airplane the next day, and I was just praying, God, give me something to say to this family that would bring hope in a hopeless situation. And I opened my Bible. I was reading from Isaiah chapter 43. And verse 18 and 19 jumped out at me. It says, don't remember the former things. Behold, I will do something new, and now it will spring forth. Will you not see it? I'll even make a roadway in the wilderness and a river in the desert. And on that airplane, I wrote down the words and the melody of the song to sing to them at the funeral. And I never even did sing it at the funeral. I sang it for them privately, and I recorded it. And I said to Susan, put this above your kitchen sink, because when everybody leaves, there are going to be days when you need to hear that God will make a way where there seems to be no way. And here's the line, He works in ways we cannot see. That's what I wanted to say to them.
He will make a way for me.
Yeah, that's right.
And well, I just sang it, but we've got a clip of you singing it, which is a whole lot better. Here's God Will Make a Way. Let's take a look.
Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways we cannot see. He will make a way for me. hold me closely to his side. With love and strength for each new day, he will make a way. He will make a way.
What a wonderful song. Did you ever anticipate it would go worldwide? Did you ever think?
Oh no, because I didn't record it. I never wrote it to record.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a couple of years after I sang it for Craig and Susan that the Lord brought it back to my mind. I was singing for our staff at Integrity Music, where I was working then, and I had to look through all my notes and find the words, and I sang it that day. And I think everybody came up to me that day and said, "Where did you get that song?" They needed to hear God will make a way. And I said, I wrote it for this private situation. And they said, you need to record it. And I thought, I don't never intend to record it because it was so personal. But I eventually did. And now it's become my, probably my most well-known song. It was written in a desperate situation, but it's not a song of desperation. It's a song of declaration.
It's a song of hope.
God will make a way. Yeah, hope is the key, yeah.
And in those times, you absolutely need hope, because without hope, you don't have faith.
Right, yeah, hope is, I really believe hope is the engine that drives faith. And when people go through a difficult time, you want to say to them, hey, have faith, brother, have faith, sister. But if you don't have hope, it's hard to have faith. So hope is the spark.
I've got to ask, do you have a whole bunch of private songs? It sounds like there are a lot more out there.
I need to go back there and go through that list to see what's there, yeah.
What's the process for you? Not every song is birthed this way, on a plane trip to a funeral.
A lot of it is songwriting is hard work. I mean, you just have to, what I do have on my phone, a little recordings here and there.
You got to repeat that. Songwriting is hard work because people don't understand that.
Songwriting is really hard work. I mean, if you want to write a great song, if you want to write a good song or an adequate song, there's millions of them, but if you want to make a great song, it's hard work. And sometimes the inspiration comes like that. Other times you'll get a phrase and then you have to work on that phrase and work and work and work and work and then try it out on a few people. Like I tried some songs out of my wife, and I'd write a song. I said, "Hey, babe, listen to this song." And after about 8 bars, if she was saying to the kids, "Wash your hands, wipe your feet, flush the toilet," she goes,
Your
"Oh no,
internal focus
oh no,
group.
Dear, go ahead." The moment is over, honey.
Over, you know. How long does it take to finish one from that first inspiration?
Sometimes years. Sometimes years. But I mean, if I'm intent about it, good song, you're going to take a couple of weeks, couple of months, I think, to make it a great song.
All right. Well, the book is called God Will Make a Way. I could talk to Don for a long time, but they're wrapping me. So anyway, if you want to learn more of Don's story, his book is God Will Make a Way. It's in stores nationwide. Thanks for being with us.
Pleasure.